everyone, my name is Sarina, and in today's video we are going to be budgeting for the third week in January. So that's January 17th through the 23rd. I do have the bi-weekly paycheck, but we're doing the second half, so I already know what I stuffed the first half of the bi-weekly paycheck, so I have to use whatever I had left, and that was $491 from what we stuffed last week, so that's what we have to stuff. And then I did make $25.54 from Etsy this past week, so I rounded that to 25, and we'll be putting this back into the shop, but altogether that would be $516 to budget. So we're going to budget that out. So first we go into bills, and this is going to be a little bit different since my new 2024 setup and what I've talked to you about in one of my other videos on my student loan goals this year. So we will not be able to stuff a lot of envelopes for the whole year, but that is to say next year will be debt free, so I feel like that would be better. So that's what the plan is anyway. So the videos this year probably will not be the best and probably be short and sweet, just because I mean that's all I can do. I don't make way more than I can, stuff a lot in there. But if Etsy, I start making more on Etsy, then I can do those videos, so maybe those will be fun. We'll just have to wait and see. So let's get on into this one. So we're not going to start the new way I'm budgeting out my money this week or in January. Starting February, the first paycheck in February is when we're going to start stuffing for student loans aggressively. So that is that. So let's go ahead and get into this video. So phone, I'm going to be giving it 50 because it needs 50. Apple, I'll just give it 5, and then these are not getting anything. So Cricket we will skip, and other subscriptions, just because I don't need anything there now. Okay, so now we're going into my purple binder. So I do owe myself money, so I told you in the last video, if you watched the unstuffing, that I was going to put majority of this pay into my debt to myself. So I did buy a whole bunch of books. It was like 15, but it cost $218, which is ridiculous. $218 for 15 books. It's okay. You learn from your mistakes. So I decided to put $205. That is not the amount that we need. We need $218, but I do have $10 in here. So $205, that means we'll have $215, and we'll need $3, and I'll pull that from my buffer, I think. So we'll be covered for that next unstuffing, so we'll be good on that. Starbucks, it has enough, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to try to go to Starbucks less now, since I'm going to be focusing more on student loans and getting those paid off. I have to put a lot of money towards that, so we are not going to be able to eat out as much, go to Starbucks as much, buy all these books that I've been doing. So I really need to dial back on the spending, because I'm putting majority of my money towards student loans this year, just so I can get it done, and then by 2025 we'll be good. Hopefully I'll have my student loans paid off. We'll be 1 month ahead. I'll have my phone and tablet paid off, so we'll literally not owe anybody money or anything. So we should be good, and we should be able to stuff whatever I want more. I'll stuff more envelopes then. So that is the plan. Work lunch always gets 50, so we'll do 50, and we have, it looks like 10 in there now. Eating out, I kind of want to do 10, 60 together. We have 10 in there now, which I thought I was going to use that 10, but I didn't, but that's okay. Gas, we have a pretty good amount, actually. We have $3.60, but I think I want to do 60. No. We don't have that much money left to work with. Let me just do 50. Usually I use that 50, but it's fine, it's fine. Next week we can put 60 or 70 in there. Just because I want to get gas a little bit higher, just because I'm not going to be able to stuff it as much when we start stuffing for student loans more in February. So I did try to budget out for those expenses. Groceries, I did buy a lot of things. So I'm just going to go ahead and put $39 here. I owe myself $49 for buying some food and stuff off of Amazon. So this 10 and that would be $49 and will be paid for that, so that's good. I don't think I did that. Did I do that right? I think I'll see. These I'm not gonna give anything to actually, because let's do some other stuff first. Giving has 15, and I'm not gonna be focused on giving this year because like I said, I'm paying off debt, so I'm just trying to get that down, and then next year we'll be back on giving 5 every single week. So hopefully you don't mind about that. I'm not giving any of this money except for video games because, like I said, we owe ourselves money. Let me see over here on my tracker. We owe $127, but I think I have some money in here already. So we owe $127, and we have 55, I think. 20, 40, 55. Yes. All right, let me write this 62 down before I forget. Okay, so we owe 127 and we have 55. That's 72. And I can pull from this buffer back here, which I think I was gonna do 20. I think that's the full 20. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So then we'll owe 52. So then we have $10 left to work with. Okay, so that's 50. Okay, I definitely think I did some math wrong. Let me make sure I did that correctly. I think I might have counted for something twice, or took off for something twice. So 516 minus, that's 55. Oops, 205. 50, 10, 50, 39, 52. Yeah, that's definitely not the same number. Okay, so my car, I need to keep doing 30 on it. So that's 30. And so now we have $25, and that is what goes into my business. So we're done with stuffing my envelopes. I cannot really stuff anything else. So yeah, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can only stuff 9 envelopes. That's really bad, but it's okay. Okay, so I wanted to show you how I did this, or how I broke up my Etsy paychecks into these categories, because I kind of have a method for it. So I don't make that much now. So these things would change, obviously, because this 25 I can't put in everything because it'll only get like $1 or $2 or $3 or something, and I would rather just put a little bit of big amounts into some of these. So that is what I'm gonna do. So for taxes, I usually do 30%. I usually do. I have not stuffed it yet. Well, I think I stuffed it once maybe. But taxes, I'm gonna take out 30% of whatever I made. So I'll do 25 times 0.30 or 0.3. That gives me $7.50, but I don't deal with cents, so I'm just gonna round that up to $8 because you can never go wrong. So I'll just put a little bit more in there. So 25 minus 8, now we have 17 left. And then I kind of want to put 5 at least in my emergency fund, just to get that up because I want to also build that. My pay, I'm not gonna pay myself until like I have a bigger paycheck. I'm just putting it all back in my business because it needs more, and I don't feel like giving back to myself until I am making a decent amount of money. So I'm not gonna do that. Giveaways, I'm not close to a giveaway anytime soon, I don't believe, so I'm gonna skip that for now. I don't have any subscriptions, not until I, make steady pay, so we're not gonna do that. I'm good on shipping supplies, so we don't need to do that, and I think I'm good on materials as well, so I don't need to do that. So, did I? I don't think I did. -8, -5. Okay, so we're going to put the remainder, $12, into equipment. So that's kind of what I do. Obviously, if I had more money to work with, I would be able to stuff all of them or, do it differently, put more in one envelope and less in others. But for now, this is how I'm going to do it. So, yeah, that's how I divided out the $25 that I made on Etsy. So, yeah, it's not very fun. We're not stuffing that much, but this year we're not going to be able to stuff a lot just because I am putting $120 every single week from my $425 on average. My $425, I'm putting $120 of that towards student loans, and then I have to obviously get gas, so I have to put $50 in gas, $50 in food, $50 in phone, and then my bills, so that leaves me with no money. And then I'm also going on trips upcoming, so I have to save for that stuff, so I have to save big amounts because I have no money saved in there yet, or so far. So yeah, a lot of envelopes need bigger amounts, so I can't really stuff a whole lot this year, but next year it should be better, hopefully. So I hope you don't mind that it is going to mean all the videos from now on are definitely going to be shorter, and kind of repetitive, so I don't know if I'm going to do a budget with me every single week, cash and stuffing every single week, or I guess those 2 videos every single week, just because they might get repetitive and boring. The only reason why I would do a budget with me is if I make way more than I expected or way less, I would show you what I do when that situation happens. So, but anyways, sorry for rambling. That was it for this video and this budget with me. Next video will be me cash stuffing this amount. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please like the video and leave me a comment down below saying that you did, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!